there's still some deep topics.
Well, you know, I was not given a copy of the agenda before I came here, but luckily for me, it fits in with my lifestyle. You know, I'm not a typical politician. I'm 60 years old and I've never wanted to run for office. I always thought it's a dirty business, it's distasteful, you don't know who you can count on and who you can trust. And it's disconcerting for a citizen that has faith in an institution that turns its back on you when the chips are down. So I got fired up over this because Mason Classical Academy decided to come into my neighborhood and try to acquire 4 parcels of property. They want to bulldoze 4 homes and clear cut 17 acres. And I went through a process. Yeah, it's complicated, but it motivated me to find out a little bit more about how our local government works. So I went to school board meetings to find out how can we have some input on this? How can we have some say on what's going to happen to our neighborhood? 7th Avenue Northwest is a dead-end street. It runs parallel to Vanderbilt Beach Road at Collier. Our unfortunate set of circumstances is our backyards back up to Vanderbilt Beach Road. So we've been a target over the last 6 years for every developer out of Miami or Orlando that thinks a 600-unit apartment building or a 300-unit apartment building is a good idea because they can cash in and get out and leave us with traffic issues. And when you talk about health and just daily living, traffic's a problem here. So as I went through the process, it became apparent to me that in general, I don't feel like our public officials listen to us. I feel like they have an agenda before they take office. That they have an agenda that's it is just going to be what it's going to be. So I'm a businessman. I like rock and roll. I play bass guitar. I'm the only one-armed bass player in Southwest Florida. I have a wild side, but I am for the people, and this is why I'm doing. Like, my neighborhood came to me and said, "We need to do something," and you have a big mouth, and you look different than all of those people on the commission. So maybe we can put you out there. So as far as health freedom and as far as things like informed consent, and those are basic and intrinsic to the rights that our Creator gave us. They're codified in documents by the U.S. government, but they weren't given to us by the U.S. government. They were given to us the day that life was breathed into us. So the job of any government official is to protect those rights, to listen to what its citizens and its constituency are saying. So Leonard and Terry and Elisa, and there's some other folks here that know who I am. I live my life, and Jay, I live my life by those principles. I took the fluoride out of my water. I put my house on solar power on a grid because I want to have control. I live on 3 acres. I raise my own chickens and grow my own food because it matters that much to me about what I put into my body and what I put into my mouth. And I want all of us to have that right and have that right protected. You'll never, ever, ever hear me vote for any mandate that says what you can do with your health, whether you have to wear a mask, or any of those things that are our personal choices. I just believe that we were given these rights by our Creator, and no one is going to take them away from us. And some of these issues are bigger than the issues that spurred me to run, but I'm a passionate man, and I get things done. And this county needs some change, and it needs some people that are going to stand up and be held accountable to the folks that put them in office. And that's what I'm here for. Thank you very much.
Thank you for introducing yourself.
Whose
Yes.
seat are you running for?
Bert Saunders, District 3, and I'm running without a party affiliation. I'm neither Democrat nor Republican.
Now, Saunders came from the East Coast. I don't know if you know that.
I know that Bert's been in politics for 40 years. Yeah.
That's why he acts the way he does.
I grew up in Pennsylvania. I'm a country boy. Got a shooting range in my backyard. Fish and hunt.
Where do
and-
you live? No, I'm just kidding. Can we come over?
7th Avenue Northwest. Come on over.
Well, that's true, you did just gonna tell
You
us.
have to bring your protest on it too.
Oh, I can do that.
I
Thank
live
you,
in
Richard.
Vermont.